Today we're going to have a fun, free flow. So join me on the mat. Let's go. Come to tabletop. Let's do bird dog. Extend the right leg, get nice and long, and then extend the left arm. Really extend like you're reaching for someone's hand, and then bend the knee, bend the elbow, pulling it all into center. Go ahead and extend, getting long, and then exhale round. Keep going. You got it. Really pointing through the toes and the fingertips at the same time. Focusing on contracting the abs as you bring it all in, pulling the elbow and the knee up into the navel. Synchronizing your breath with each extension. Taking your time to really isolate the movements, focusing on those muscle groups so you can get a good tone while we stretch. Do one more and then we'll switch sides. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. And when you're ready, switch sides. Extend the left leg long now. Pull that navel up to your spine. And then extend the right arm. Get nice and long, really pointing through fingers and toes. And then as you exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Keep going. Being very intentional about each move. Feeling the full extension of the leg and the arm every single time. You reach out and you contract. One more round. And then hold it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. So nice. Let's now do hovering tabletop to welcome some heat. When you're ready, lift those knees up off the mat, staying strong in the back. Pulling the navel up to the spine. Really extending through the neck as well. And then lower. Take a breath. Now lift them again, holding it here. You got it. Really grounding down through the palms of your hands, gripping through your fingertips, and then lower. You got one more in you? Let's do it. Lift those knees up off the mat, holding it here for a little longer. Maybe the body's shaking right now. Mine is. Keep breathing. You got it. And then lower the knees. Let's curl the toes and peel ourselves up for our first down dog. Pedaling out the feet a few times. Nodding the head a little yes and a little no. And then what I want you to do is at the same time lift both heels, coming just into a high plank and then back. Let's do that a few times. Lifting the heels, shifting forward just past your wrists, and then back. 2 more just past your wrists, and lean back. We're really lifting up and over like there's a hurdle underneath us. Keep going as we activate the core, getting strong arms. Last one. And then back to down dog. Let's slow walk to the top of the mat. Hop, skip, or jump. Sachet, chanté, whatever your choice. I have to walk around our kitty cat here. And then arrive and forward fold. Let your arms be loose and just sway the upper body a little side to side. Making sure to breathe fully and completely. As your arms drape and sweep against the floor, kind of like a monkey upside down in a tree. Just hanging out, having some fun. And then come to center.
We're going to roll up to standing, and I want you to drape your arms, letting them be heavy. And as you come up to mountain and stack each vertebrae on top of each other, really feel the stretch between your shoulder blades as you come all the way up. And once you arrive, palms forward, gaze soft, eyes closed, maybe even. Shoulders away from the ears, really spreading through your fingers. Feel your feet and the connection to the earth, the legs that carry you through life, how strong and steady they are. So beautiful. All right, let's get some movement going. Arms up overhead to touch. Exhale, cactus the arms, gaze up. Inhale, extend the arms, gaze forward. And then as you exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back for low lunge. Shift your weight a little forward and back a couple of times, just gently waking up the leg. Plant the hands, step the left foot back into plank and hold it here. Pushing through the heels, really locking the navel up to the spine, doming through the front of the chest and a little bit through the back. Excuse me. Holding it here. You got it. Now gently lower yourself down to your belly. Let's do 3 cobras. Inhale up for baby cobra to start. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, roll up through that cervical and thoracic, and then lower. Last one, let it grow, full-size cobra. Inhale lifts you up, dropping shoulders away from the ears. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and then gently come back down to the earth. Now push yourself up into tabletop or plank and meet me in down dog. Take a breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take your time coming to the top of the mat once more, baby steps. Or maybe you take a big leap, arrive in forward fold. Inhale rolls you up to mountain. All the way up this time, and immediately sweep the arms up for our sun sal. And let's add our cactus arms, gaze up, opening the heart. Inhale, straighten the arms, gaze forward. And then exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back this time for a low lunge. Staying on our fingertips, shifting the weight forward and back, waking up the other leg now. Nice. Plant the hands, step both feet back for plank. And let's take our first vinyasa, lowering down to our belly for cobra. Lifting up, possibly for up dog. And then back to down dog. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Let's add on 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, pulling it into the chest as you shift into the wrists, and then kick it out. Let's now bring that knee to the right elbow, and then kick it back out for 3-legged dog. Last one, crossing it over to the other leg, and then kick it out. This time, bend the knee, pulling it through, stepping it through for high lunge. Be careful and mindful as you get there, as you come up into standing. Take a big breath here, really spreading through the fingertips as you deepen into that front knee. And then open it out to warrior 2, our power pose. Shoulders away from the ears, spreading through the fingertips. Pulling that mat in half between the strength of your legs. You got it. So gorgeous. Peaceful warrior, flip that front palm, sweep it back and over. Maybe take a bind with the left arm. As you deepen into that front knee, gaze up. Let's do triangle. Straighten the right leg, releasing the arms as you hinge forward, left arm towards the sky. Gaze up. Really lean back into the pose and feel that deep stretch on the left side of the body. Right hand can be on the shin or hovering above the ground or all the way down. Find what works for you in this moment and stick with that. Stay for another breath. And let's do reverse triangle. Keep it strong through that right leg as you sweep the right arm back. Really getting long on this side now. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And let's cartwheel it down for revolve twist. Plant that left hand as your right arm sweeps back and around, making a big circle. Plant the hand, step the right foot back into plank. Take a vinyasa, being gentle and mindful as you flow today. No sudden moves, being loving and kind to the body as we flow. Take a big breath here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make your way to the top of the mat for forward fold. And we'll do that same sequence on the other side. Go ahead and roll up to standing, into mountain. So you pull that belly in and help it raise you up. And then immediately sweep the arms up overhead, touch. And then exhale, cactus the arms, opening it up. Inhale, extend head to neutral, and then swan dive, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant both hands, step both feet back for plank. Let's take our vinyasa and we'll arrive in down dog. Inhale deeply and let it all go. Three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, bringing it into your chest, just shifting past your wrists, and then kick the leg back up. Now bring it over to the left elbow or close, and then kick the leg back up. Right elbow now, and then kick it up. And you know what's next. High lunge. Step that left leg through between the hands and lift yourself up. Feeling strong in that front leg, but bouncy in the back leg. Stay here for a couple of breaths, pulling the navel in as you deepen into that front knee. Let's open it out to warrior two. Your power pose. Making sure to breathe. Heartbeat is elevated now, but not racing. This is a strong and steady flow, but gentle as well. Peaceful warrior, flip that front palm, sweep your left arm back. Maybe take a bind with that right arm. Deepen into the front knee. Really feel the strength in your legs here. Triangle pose, straighten that left leg as you hinge the upper body. Right arm reaches for the sky. Lean back into the pose. Gaze up if you like, or forward. Really feel the counterweight as we balance and get a really deep stretch here. Such a good one. All right, use the strength in your legs and your torso to come up into reverse triangle. Left arm sweeps up and back as you fully extend from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Make sure your head hasn't dropped down, but is an extension of your spine. Really feel that stretch on the left side of the body here. Let's cartwheel it down for revolved low lunge. Plant the right hand, left arm sweeps up and over, making a big circle. Plant the hand, step, sorry, kitty, step it back into plank. And let's hold it here. We're going to add side plank now. Tilt the heels over to the right. Left arm lifts, really lifting up through the hip. Make sure your head hasn't dropped down here either. Full extension of the spine. Lifting up the hips a little more. Modify if you need. No judgment ever. Do what works for your body today. Cartwheel that left hand down and let's do the other side. Side plank, right arm lifts. Keep breathing. You got it. Excuse me, my voice today. My goodness. Lift the hips up a little higher if you can. You got it. You're doing so well. Now cartwheel that right hand down to the mat for plank. Take your vinyasa. Don't mind me moving off the mat. I need an extra wide mat, clearly, for Mr. Kitty Cat here. Take a breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, let's walk our hands back towards our feet this time. Bringing our feet together for chair, shifting your weight into your heels, sweeping your arms forward and up. Let's bring our hands into prayer, sitting down even deeper into the pose. Inhale, and as you exhale, add a twist, turning over to the left, hooking that elbow to the outside of the left knee. Continue to turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Deepen into the pose by lowering your hips even more as you pull your hands towards your belly. Such a good twist to wring out and cleanse the internal organs, helping us detox and eliminate better and digest. And then bring yourself back to center, other side. Next exhale, twist to the right. Same little checklist. Lower the hips a little more, pulling your hands towards your belly, and then continue the twist by gazing up towards the ceiling. I don't know about you, but my legs are definitely burning now. Whew, so good. Now bring yourself back to center. Straighten the legs, arms up to volcano. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's practice dancer pose now that we're standing. All right. First, find your focal point. We're going to shift our weight into our right leg. And then when you're ready, go ahead and grab that left ankle. Now you can stay right here if you want to practice just stretching the quad and getting your balance. Otherwise, go ahead and extend your right arm towards the sky. Touch your fingertip to your thumb for a little mudra. And then lean forward as you kick that left leg back. Just like those ice skaters in the Olympics right now. Embody your inner gold medalist here. Tiny little kicks into that left hand. Whew. Laser beam focus on your drishti. Keep breathing. Strong legs. Oof, and then bring it all back. Well done. Let's do the other side, okay? Hands on the hips to start. Shift your weight into your left leg. And then go ahead and grab that right ankle or foot, pulling back on the quads there. Go ahead and extend the left arm. If you're doing dancer like me, do your little mudra. And then when you're ready, go for dancer or pull back on that leg if you're standing still. Little baby kicks
Inner ice skater activated here. So gorgeous. You got it. You got it. A little bit more. Ooh, and then bring it all back to center. Yay, we did it. All right, let's practice balancing stick now. Arms up overhead into steeple grip, pointing the pointer fingers towards the ceiling. Let's take a big step with our right foot in the center of the mat, leaning the upper body forward as we lift the left leg up, pulling the arms towards the ears, navel to spine. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And then step it back. Let's do the other side. Take a big step towards the center of the mat. Where are you going, buddy? And then lift that right leg up off the ground. Really extend. And then go ahead and bring that right foot up to meet the left. Release the hands, arms up to volcano. And then bring your hands to heart center. Let's now turn towards the long edge of the mat for wide leg forward fold. First, give me your best superhero pose. And your stance does not need to be as wide as mine. Just find the spot that feels good and steady for you. And then open your heart, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. We are here to conquer yoga and our mats today. So good, so powerful. Now let's do a forward fold, letting your heart lead as you lower the upper body halfway. Maybe widen your stance. Now let's go ahead and release the hands to the floor and add a twist. Left hand right below your face, right arm twists up, releasing it to the sky. Stay here for a couple of breaths as we wring out the torso. And then switch sides. Right hand replaces the left. Left arm pulls that imaginary bow and arrow across the body and then releases it into the atmosphere. Stay here for another breath or two. You got it. And then bring that left hand down. Pet your kitty or doggy if they're practicing with you. And let's go ahead and drop our head down now, taking our inversion, walking our hands in alignment with the feet, or stay halfway if you do not want to take an inversion today. Getting our head below our heart really helps get some blood circulation to the brain as well. Changing our mood, changing our focus, changing our headspace truly, physically and mentally. Stay for a couple of breaths here as you deepen your stance and get a deep stretch through the legs and hamstrings, the groin, the inner legs. So good. Be careful not to let your feet slide like mine are right now. Otherwise, you'll end up in a headstand. We're not doing that in class today. Okay. On the next inhale, gently walk your hands forward. If you took an inversion, heel toe your legs in so you feel able to stand without any problem. Lift yourself up halfway and then gently bring your hands to your hips and allow yourself to come all the way up into our starting point. Heel toe your feet back to center. And let's make our way down to the mats. We're going to do it in Malasana. So bring your heels and toes out, arms up overhead to touch, and then gently lower the upper body down, down, down into your squat, lowering all the way if you can. You okay, buddy?
You having a spaz attack? He had surgery on his right leg, so if you see him kicking his right leg, he's got a little bit of nerve pinching, poor baby, and we don't really know what to do about it. But he's doing really well compared to what the prognosis was. So just send some love to Leo, my friends. I would appreciate it. Our channel's mascot and my BFF, clearly. Okay. As we come out of Malasana, make your way as gracefully as you can into a seated position. And let's go ahead and roll down to our backs. And I'm going to move my mic. Okay. Coming down to our backs. Okay. Down to our backs. All right. All right, so let's practice bridge walking your feet towards your glutes, tilting your pelvis so your low back is flush to the mat, and then push through those legs, lifting your hips up. Stay here. Maybe interlace the hands below your bum. And then, if you want to deepen this pose, extend the left leg towards the ceiling. Maybe even come onto the ball of the right foot. Let's hold it here for a couple of breaths, and then we'll switch legs. If you took a bind with your hands, really feel your arms pulling down and away past your tailbone, helping you lift through the hips and the legs a little more. Okay, bring that left leg in, staying on the ball of the left foot, and then extend the right leg towards the sky, lifting up those hips a little higher. Keep breathing, you got it. 1 or 2 cycles of breath. Lift up, lift up, lift up. You can do it. And then bring that right leg in, staying on the balls of your feet, lifting your hips up even higher now. And then go ahead and release your hands to the side and slowly lower all the way down. Now let's bring our knees into our chest and give ourselves a great big squeeze, really compressing the thighs to the belly. So nice. Now bring your hands to the floor. We're going to continue working our abs, arms out in a T shape, toes towards the ceiling. We're going to drop our legs over to the left to about a 45-degree angle. We're going to bring them in and then extend, pointing through the toes as you come forward. And then over to the right. In and extend. Through center, other side. Keep going at your own pace. Really gluing down the shoulders as we strengthen and tone our core. Strong belly, strong back. Remember that. I've had back problems over the years due to injuries, as well as just not taking as good a care of my health as I could. And working the abs in the center of your body can really help alleviate a lot of common back problems. I'm sure you've heard it before, but join me on this journey to wellness and discovery. Keep going, my friends. You got it. All right, now let's come to the center. And we're going to go ahead and bring our hands to the side of the mat, pointing the toes, maybe grabbing the side of the mat as you lower the legs down as low as you can. Before dropping them, bend the knees, pulling it into the chest and extending towards the ceiling. Keep going at your own pace and as low as you can get your legs before they drop. Pull them in and then extend to the ceiling. We're really working the entire core here. The deeper muscles, the supportive ones that help hold us together. These aren't crunches, these are way more effective. And we're working our hip flexors too, and toning our legs, strengthening them at the same time. Very active, even though we're in a reclined position. Last one. Bring it in. And then go ahead and release the legs with a thud. Now bring your hands behind your head. You know what's coming. Interlace the hands and make a cradle for your head and neck. Walk your feet towards your glutes. Inhale and exhale. Tiny little crunch, keeping your chin towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going. Synchronizing your breath with each crunch. Do a few more. You can do it. Last one. This time, hold it here. Elbows wide, chin towards the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bravo. Go ahead and lower the body down to the mat. Let's do supine twist. Extend the left leg, bringing that right knee into the chest. Giving yourself a big squeeze, and then guide that right leg over to the left, shifting your hips to the center of your mat as you open and extend that right wing. Gaze towards the ceiling or continue the twist by turning and looking towards your right hand. Maybe shut down the eyes here. Allow the weight of your left hand to rest on the right leg. Or maybe stretch it a little bit, pulling on that knee a bit to really open up the hip and the back. And with every breath, allow your body to sink deeper into the pose. Maybe that right knee is getting even closer to the ground or is already there. Just send some love and some awareness to that lower back. As we open up space, while also grounding down through our shoulders, letting stress melt away into Mother Earth to compost for us, to help bring new life, new energy into the world. Relieving any tension here, letting it all go. And go ahead and come out of the pose and we'll switch sides. Being soft and mindful here as you extend the right leg and bring the left knee into the chest. Great big squeeze. And then as you exhale, cross that leg over to the right as you shift your hips as needed, opening that left wing and dropping the leg over to the right. Turning your gaze towards your left hand or close your eyes. Notice the difference between the right and left side of the body. Allow your breath to expand your rib cage and every exhale to deepen into the pose. allowing that left leg to get even heavier, closer towards the earth. Deeply wringing out the torso. Feels so nice, especially all the ab work we did today. Stay for one more cycle of breath, my friends. You got it. And then on the next inhale, let your breath guide you back. Extend both legs and sweep both arms up overhead, pointing through the fingers and the toes. Inhale, fill your belly all the way up and then hold it. Hold your breath as you expand the abs, getting a good stretch, and straighten the legs, reaching through your fingers even more and your legs at the same time, through the toes and the fingertips. Filling that belly even more, sip in a tiny bit more air as you expand the rib cage, stretching those abs. And then exhale, release, letting it all go. So nice. Let's do reclined figure 4. Cross that right foot over the left knee, eye of the needle, threading the hands through. Pushing against that inside of the right leg, and maybe rocking a little side to side. Giving our low back a massage for free. Why not? Gotta get a massage in where you can, right? Oh, and if you fall over, like I did, just bring yourself back over. Yoga doesn't need to be serious. We can be playful too, right? I'm enjoying this massage. I don't know about you, but I certainly am. Okay, switch legs, uncross, and then bring that left leg over. And when you're ready, eye of the needle, thread the arms through. Ooh, I feel different on this side. I don't know about you. Whoo, hoo, hoo. And then rock a little side to side. I'm definitely going to need to push into that left leg with this elbow. Ooh, wonder what I did. Oh my goodness. It's really interesting to see these different things in your body. That's what yoga gives us, is the gift to slow down and find out where we're carrying tension, or maybe what we're overdoing, or how we're holding our weight even in our distribution. Yoga gives us all those little checkpoints, those touch points that helps us hone in on our body a little bit better so we can really connect and take better care of ourselves. So I'm going to have to do some extra stretching on that one later. Keep breathing, my friends. Really feel your heartbeat soften now as we wind down. And go ahead and release your hands. Release both legs to the floor. Feet come to the center. And let's go ahead and drop our knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. And let's pet our bellies a little bit, just thanking our abs for that beautiful workout, for strengthening our backs. Little massage on the tummy tum here. Allow your feet to slide down the mat away from the pelvis, and allow your knees to rest even more, opening up the hips. Now keep one hand on your belly and place one hand on your heart, and let's shut down the eyes here for a few moments. Take a cleansing breath.